Venom is essentially just bad Spider-Man from an aesthetic standpoint, since the glop originally resided in Spider-Man's body but subsequently transferred to Eddie Brock, who later becomes Peter Parker's nemesis. Well, it turns out that most of the intriguing scenes portrayed in the movie were suggestions from the main cast, Tom Hardy. Stay tuned as we provide news and updates regarding the upcoming Venom. First up, how did the Lobster tank idea come up? Venom, the first installment of Sony's envisioned Spider-Verse, triggered various reactions. Hardy came to the Venom set prepared to personalize the moments, much as he could change entire sequences by playing his own scene partner. A wild Eddie, Venom, rampages through a fine dining place in quest of raw meat, and the direction of the scenario grew as a result of a Hardy improvised notion. It was a large, on-location shoot, so they seem to have rehearsed that sequence for a week before filming. The scene required extensive blocking from Hardy and Williams, as well as floor designs for the placement of the tables and chairs in order to determine exactly how Venom would break through the whole set on screen. Despite the fact that there wasn't a lot of movement, Fleischer claims that once Hardy discovered the spot, everything was thrown out the window. At that rehearsal, Tom noticed that the production designer had placed a massive lobster tank, and it was a really unique design choice, made to make it appear as a posh restaurant. Tom immediately says, "Well, I'm going in the tank." Upon seeing it, even Tom Hardy wouldn't just jump into a tank of lobsters and call it a day, and Fleischer said they were all live lobsters. Then, due to unplanned direction, it was necessary to rearrange key components so that Hardy could safely do each action, while Eddie, Venom, could dive in and feast. They managed the building and stunt work beneath the wire, as everyone who saw the movie can attest to this. So, is Venom Season 3 confirmed? Tom Hardy appears to have given his word that Venom 3's script is finished. The Venom Let There Be Carnage actor shared a photo of the script's title page on Instagram. The movie's title has unfortunately been covered up with a beautiful Venom cartoon squiggle, and the caption says nothing at all. What is known is that the same crew behind Venom Let There Be Carnage is said to have written the script for Venom 3. Similar to the previous film, the plot was crafted by Tom Hardy and Kelly Marcel, with Marcel earning sole credit for the actual script. Venom was played by Tom Hardy in the 2018 Spider-Man spin-off. The movie serves as an origin narrative for Venom, a Marvel villain and extraterrestrial parasite that settles within the aforementioned Eddie Brock, an investigative journalist played by Tom Hardy. Another sequel was inevitable following Venom Let There Be Carnage's respectable box office performance. Back in December of last year, Venom 3's producer Amy Pascal announced that the impending sequel was already in production. Venom Let There Be Carnage hinted at a possible crossover with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while being a part of the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. Even Eric Summers, the author of Spider-Man No Way Home, acknowledged that it might occur, in reference to a hint that the Venom symbiote had escaped into the MCU. It leaves the door open for possibilities, as opposed to simply watching him turn around and not spotting any symbiotes. Next, what is the Venom 3 release date? Venom 3 has only revealed limited information to the public. It was said that it will be released when the script is complete. Since Hardy was eager to share that Sony had announced the film's production at CinemaCon 2022, we can assume that the screenplay is nearly finished. If so, production on the new sequel could start as early as next year, with a potential release in theaters in 2024. The Venom sequel will probably be spaced out so as not to compete with Sony's other Marvel comic adaptations, given the company's recent release of Morbius and rumors of an upcoming Madam Web. Initially, Sony said that Venom 3, the newest installment of the popular Venom franchise, is currently in production during CinemaCon 2022. A third Venom movie was an obvious choice after fans overwhelmingly embraced the first and second Venom movies, which were released in 2018 and 2021 respectively. Three symbiote companions who traveled to Earth and ultimately decided to invade the world were first revealed to us in the first Venom movie. The symbiote Venom and a reporter with a failing career, Eddie Brock, teamed up to destroy the organization that brought the symbiote. And now, is the trailer for Venom 3 out? Since it appears that the final Venom movie hasn't yet begun shooting, fans can't currently watch a trailer to see their favorite anti-hero in a fresh action. For Venom 3, no official teaser or trailer has yet been released. When production eventually starts, there's a chance we'll get to witness a little teaser. Additionally, it's possible that the filmmakers will only release the official trailer before the film is released. It appears that we will have to wait until the summer of 2023. While it may seem like a long time, we have high hopes for the movie. We cannot predict when this film will be released or when it will begin production, but it will undoubtedly be be a fantastic addition to the Venom series. So let's remain patient while maintaining our optimism. So who is the villain of Venom 3? Detective Mulligan's eyes are seen flashing light blue at the end of Venom: Let There Be Carnage. If the comics are any indication, a new extraterrestrial symbiote dubbed Toxin is likely to appear as a villain in the third movie. A Toxin, the son of Carnage, is said to be the potentially harmful union of both Venom and Carnage before him, even though Andy Serkis has hinted at Toxin's likely involvement in previous interviews. It is yet unknown who would be helming the upcoming movie. As a result, it's conceivable that in the future, Tom Hardy and Stephen Graham, who played Eddie, Venom, and Detective Mulligan respectively, will reprise their roles. When asked if the future inclusion of Marvel's Spider-Man was likely, Hardy said in a late 2021 interview that if both sides are agreeable and it is profitable to both sides, he doesn't see why it couldn't be. He firmly strives toward that potential and would do anything to achieve it, as long as it complies with ethical business practices. Next, how much will Hardy receive for the movie? Regardless of the response, Sony's Venom films are here to stay. After the 2018 release of the first Venom movie and the subsequent 2021 release of a sequel, the Tom Hardy-led franchise has both its fair share of supporters and a sizable number of critics. Many even question the movie's very purpose, questioning the reasoning behind producing Venom without Spider-Man. It was noticed that Hardy played a more active role in the follow-up, as he attempted to further define and claim ownership of the symbiote-powered anti-hero. He was a producer on the second film as well. Sony has made money on both movies, so it should not be surprising that the firm has begun work on a third one. It is official that Hardy, who plays Eddie Brock, Venom in the movies, received a $7 million compensation for his first outing in the first. His earnings for Venom: Let There Be Carnage were not made public, although it is safe to assume that they exceeded those for the first movie. But it seems like Hardy's most successful film to date may be Venom 3. However, it was reported that Tom Hardy will receive $20 million for acting in the next Venom 3 movie, according to Variety. The fact that he is once again working as a producer on the movie, as he did on Venom: Let There Be Carnage, may also be contributing to his high asking price. And finally, what is the connection between Thor: Love and Thunder and Venom? Fans of the comics are more familiar with Gore's terrifying weapon, which comes with his Marvel Legends action figure for Thor: Love and Thunder, as the Necrosword. The origins of this weapon were closely related to Venom and the symbiotes, and it was strong enough to compete with Thor and every other god in the cosmos. Fans were also unaware of this lore until Gore and his defining sword made their comic book appearance. Fans are now debating whether Marvel Studios will reveal the intricate backstory of the Necrosword in Love and Thunder, or if the creation of the sword, which is tied to symbiotes, will remain a mystery. According to all reports, Venom is a figure that is directly related to Spider-Man, and it's the main character to whom Null is linked. Hence, Sony Pictures also holds the film rights to Venom. Therefore, without receiving permission, Marvel Studios is not permitted to make any direct references to that figure. Any thoughts that Thor or anybody else will bring up the deity of symbiotes should now be abandoned, since every essential component of Gore and the Necrosword was written and illustrated before any relationship to either was established. Marvel Studios was unable to say anything about Null or symbiotes. But even if it doesn't work out, these hints about Null can still be dismissed as enjoyable Easter eggs for fans and won't have any negative effects on the MCU's future. That's it, folks. You have made it to the end of the video. As regards keeping up to date with our news, kindly drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you in the next video.